Valiant GM here with a theme adventure idea for you. Now, something that is used in not just D&D, but fantasy as a whole is the undead Lich with an army of undead going to take out and destroy the world and ultimately be the one true ruler and have all that power. But some tables, I can see this not really being an ideal theme. Potentially for trigger reasons such as undead or body horror, or maybe your table is a younger audience, or just simply you've already done that theme and want something new and different. So let me present to you with the idea of a Transmutation Wizard, and he is building an army of animated armor and weapons. Think about this for a second. Let's say your villain is starting to build a name for themselves in the weapons and arms department. They are making weapons and armor and selling them, and secretly they are going out and stealing rivals or even going to battlefields and stealing weapons and armor there. And now in the kingdom there is going to be a large event. Maybe it's a festival or a ceremony or tournament. He is now going to be giving away his weapons and armor, or a vast majority of them, to the king. It's a huge sacrifice for himself, but he wants to reward the king. However, in the climax of the celebration, all the weapons and armor come to life, chaos happens, mayhem, taking out the king and nobility, and he arises as the victor. Design-wise, to the stat blocks, you can add some features that would characteristically go with these armors. I think this is a really cool idea for an adventure. Let me know if you would use something like this. Valiant GM here, and piggybacking off my last video that was talking about a Transmutation Wizard that has started building an army of animated weapons and armor to take over the kingdom, take over the world, what have you. And in this video, I want to talk a little bit about features or ideas that I would use to change up the weapons and armor that the party will be going up against. Now, the normal minions of this army should pretty much stay the same, but I think occasionally it could be really fun to just take a dagger and add the sneak attack option to it. Animated armor, I think it would be really cool to add the spell like Compel Duel, which forces a creature to make a wisdom save or target it and have disadvantage on everything else around it. But what about some mini bosses for the party to fight? What if this Transmutation Wizard has teamed up with a giant, and that giant has been practicing rune magic and is carving runes into some of the weapons and armor to have them do a little bit more? Maybe on a longsword you have the fire rune carved into it, and when this longsword hits a creature, you can invoke this fire rune to summon fiery shackles. That creature must make a strength saving throw or be restrained for a minute and take some additional fire damage. Or you could use the cloud rune. With a creature within 30 feet is hit with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to invoke the rune to choose a different target within 30 feet of you. I think this is a great way to show that this wizard has allies, and ultimately maybe the party has to go take out this lieutenant to weaken the army to ultimately get to the Transmutation Wizard. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.